Oh my goodness, look at all these beautiful faces. Happy anniversary to the Austin Film Society. Woo-hoo! Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, let me confess about something. So they said, Ellia, do you want us to put your speech on the teleprompter? But evidently I was having one of those senior moments and I'm thinking, maybe I'm good at technology, so I'll just do it on my phone. So I'm asking you all to bear with me as I tell you all about this next Texas Film Award honoree. And then I hit the phone and it went away. Hold on. Here it is. Woo! All right. I'm ready now. First, I want to thank Richard for that wonderful introduction. And then I want to say good evening to everyone. I really am honored and excited to be here this evening to share with you all tonight about this next Texas Film honoree. Okay, a native of Houston, Texas, she is best known for her role as Dr. Miranda Bailey on ABC's Grey's Anatomy. Yes, which premiered on March 27th, 2005, and is currently in its 12th season and counting, because they've been picked up already. Can you believe it? You know what? Ironically, quite a few people think that Chandra's professional career began with Grey's Anatomy. Well, let me tell you, that is not the case, and I know because I was there. Now, although Chandra did a lot of performing, since she was in kindergarten, but as the lyrics from that famous song, New York, New York says, if I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. Well, Chandra Wilson made her New York theatrical debut in 1991 in a production called The Good Times Are Killing Me. And that's where Chandra and I first met. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm telling you, during that production, we became the best of friends, and we did double shows because we had it at the Second Stage Theater, and then we performed it, we got picked up again in theater at the Minetta Lane. And I'm telling you, not only did we become the best of friends, but I became Chandra Wilson's biggest fan. Okay, am I talking too close to the mic? Okay, so after the show closed, Chandra and I remained friends, great friends. We stayed in touch regularly. But during the interim between 1991 and 2005, Chandra continued working, mostly in theater, film, and television, but sometimes at the bank. Life wasn't always that, like a bed of roses for Chandra. But the one thing about Chandra is, Chandra wouldn't let those hard times keep her down. Chandra once said, and I quote, "Our happiness is certainly mixed in with the tragedies of life. You have to find the lemonade. You have to find the silver lining in the middle of life." And I'm just, so happy about that, because I was then, as I am now, so proud of Chandra for her faithful determination to rise above the muck and the mire of life and to diligently strive to pursue and achieve her dream. I still enjoy watching Chandra have her career blossom. Trust me, I am her biggest fan. I remember when I saw Chandra dancing on the Cosby Show. Woo! I was jumping for joy and screaming and telling everyone, that's my friend Chandra, that's my friend Chandra. You'd have thought from the way I was acting, Chandra was the star of that show. And then when I got to see her on television in the Bob Patterson show, no one could pull me away from that television set. And she was acting from a wheelchair. I was like, go Chandra, go. But the wonderful thing that got to me is when I witnessed her singing as, what was that character? The Little Miss Moffat, I called it, in this Broadway show, Caroline or Change. I couldn't hold back my tears of joy. Chandra has so many awesome professional credits to her name. not only as an actor, but also as a director. Nevertheless, this is what I want to talk about. Chandra is more than the sum of her work. Good friends are not easy to find, and lasting friendships are even harder to come by. I am grateful that over these 20 some odd years, Chandra and I have become more like sisters. And I am particularly blessed to witness Chandra in so many other areas of her life. As an extraordinary mother to 3 beautiful children who called us tonight, and we did FaceTime waving at them and showed them all of you. She is truly a faithful wife, a loving daughter, a supportive sister, a sweet auntie, a loyal friend, and a generous giver. Okay, my next page. Okay, see, just as the Austin Film Society, founded by the wonderful director Richard Linklater, woo-woo, promotes the appreciation of film and supports creative media productions by educating kids and adults about filmmaking and awarding cash awards of up to $1.5 million supporting Texas filmmakers. That's awesome, isn't it, guys? Totally awesome. Well, my beautiful friend Chandra, her Simoon Joy organization of funds provides annual undergraduate college scholarships awards, annual fellowship awards, and annual financial support to many charitable and nonprofit organizations. Just to name a few, the American Cancer Society, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Breast Cancer Foundation, and the Cyclic Vomiting Syndrome Association. I don't know if any of you have ever heard about that. Chandra is the spokesperson for the Cyclic Vomiting Association. Chandra's daughter, she developed CVS in 2010. As a spokesperson, Chandra is making sure that more people, especially around the globe, become aware of this little-known debilitating disease. When our Serena first developed symptoms of this disease, we had no idea what it was. But I watched Chandra as she embarked upon a mission, and she worked vigorously with doctors to find out exactly why our beautiful Serena was suffering so horribly from such an unrelenting illness. Our Chandra, her hard work also, out of that hard work, Cure Mito was founded, for which Chandra serves as the celebrity ambassador to help its efforts to move forward in mitochondrial research. And we are truly hopeful that they will one day find a cure. Chandra has been called the moon who shines brighter than the stars, but I call her my sunny bunny, for she outshines them all. So would you please watch these clips with me of Chandra?
Oh my goodness. That almost makes me feel like I've done a thing or 3, you know? That's all right. Thank you, my lovely Ellia. Like she said, we met in 1991, and she's been everything to me over the years. A mentor. She taught me how to be a working actor in New York, taught me how to apply for unemployment. Like, you know, I sure appreciate you, because that was very helpful. Oh my goodness. I get, you know, even with seeing that, I feel like there's so much more to do, and that it's really important to do, because when you're in this position, whether you like it or not, people are watching. Kids are watching, and there is a responsibility in that I embrace, and I know that, you know, people always say, like, how do you get to where you're getting to, and it's important to me to have an incredible sense of integrity about my work. I also learned that from Ellia. When I was 5 years old in Houston, grew up there, born and raised, I was working with Theater Under the Stars. I don't know if you guys knew that. My first play was The King and I was like the king's youngest kid. And so when we all marched in, everybody came all in, and I was the last one to come in to bow, and I bowed the wrong way. and then they rigged this little thing on the back of my costume, so he would walk over and pick me up by the ring and turn me the right way, and the audience just whooped and hollered, and they loved that. And so at 5, I was learning that there was an escapism to theater and an escapism to art that I loved. I loved that people weren't thinking about their bills or about what was wrong for those 2 hours that they were in the theater, but they were just hanging with me. And Theater on the Stars did that for me. I had a little part in Showboat during Can't Help Loving That Man of Mine, while I was dancing on the stage and doing a little thing, and the audience was clapping, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I got older and got awkward, and everybody got taller than me, and started dancing better than me, and I went through this Jerry curl phase, whatever. And but out of that, I was going to the High School for the Performing and Visual Arts, and I was working in local theater in Houston, at the Ensemble Theater, at Main Street Theater, at a Houston Community College, and I learned a whole nother part of my instrument that I didn't know about, not the external work, but the internal work, and that held an audience's attention just as much as when I was dancing, or if I had the special part being picked up by the back of my costume. So I did go to New York, I did go to NYU so that I could hone that craft and become better at using the instrument that I have. And then so early on, when I got that opportunity to come back to Texas and to do Lone Star and to be like the adult actors that I knew that had worked at Theater on the Stars and the Alley and the Ensemble, who were still living in Texas. Maybe they had a little bread and butter job, but they were expressing themselves still as artists. And every movie that came through Texas, they were all in it. I said, okay, I know that I could actually do this here in Texas if I wanted to. So I'm really grateful for the Austin Film Society, for the work that you do as far as education is concerned, for the work that you do as far as grant giving is concerned. It's so important for the kids that I go back to each year at High School for the Performing and Visual Arts and audition my kids and award the 2 scholarships to each year, for them to see that, hey, if they don't want to leave Houston, if they don't want to leave Texas, they don't have to. They could still fulfill their dreams right here at home. They don't have to go to New York. They don't have to go to LA. If you're an actor, you're an actor. If you're a filmmaker, you're a filmmaker. It doesn't matter where you are. So thank you so much for this recognition. I really appreciate it. I look forward to the opportunity always to get back home and make film. I'm working on my short, Muted, right now, trying to turn it into a feature that takes place in Houston. So hey, holla at me, holla. And I just really appreciate you all so much. Thank you very much.